time for our first competition of the day, JCB Racing. Each of our drivers has been seated into order based on a random draw, and they are racing against the clock as they are trying to clock the fastest pastime of the day. The winner of Monster Jam Racing will take home the first 8 points towards today's overall event championship. Now, Orlando, I've got one question for you. Who's ready for Monster Jam Racing?
Welcome on in our first competitor. Make some noise for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Our drivers are going to be going up against the clock. Our staging lights lit at the far end of our race lanes. Let's go racing!
Let's give it up one more time for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, kicking off JCB Racing with an 11.667.
Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. Nice turning there for Sparkle Smash. Gets back up the ramp and over the finish line. Again, her official time, 11.667 for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash. That is the time to beat. Keep in mind, our drivers must navigate this track here using both front and rear steer. Also keep in mind, you see that gray turn pod out on the track. Our USHRA safety official coming to put it back into the perimeter. Now, if our drivers knock that turn pod out of the perimeter, it will be assessed a 5-second penalty. If they run over it, it will be a 5-second penalty. No penalty assessed, though, to Sparkle Smash as she hit it after her run was over. 11.667 is the time to beat. Our second driver up, let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. 11.667, the time to beat as we await the approach of Thunderoris to the line, looking for 2 yellow lights on those staging lights, and then looking for the green light.
Put those hands together one more time for Colt Stevens, Thunderoris, and what a time, 10.856.
Super glue glued to the action replay up top right now. Takes a tight turn and then another tight turn to finish off the run. Able to capitalize on that with a 10.856. That is the new time to beat. Moving on to our third driver up. Let's hear it from Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. 10.856 is the new time to beat, set by Thunderoris and Colt Stevens. As we'll see what Mike Pagliarulo and Excalibur can do out on the track here.
And he goes out with a bang, clocking in a score or a time of 10.888.
Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. A nice tight turn there at the final turn, up over the ramp and across the finish line. Puts him in the second position right now with a 10.888. Second fastest time right now is Excalibur. A little friendly play there by El Toro Loco and Excalibur. The time to beat, 10.856. Colt Stevens and Thunderoris. We're going to get a new turning pod out there on the track here by our USHRA safety officials, and then we'll continue on here with our JCB racing competition. Moving right along, let's welcome on in Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Your 2024 Rookie of the Year in his second season. He has collected 4 racing wins this 2025 season.
What a run! That is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco with a 10.675.
We got a new leader, and it is El Toro Loco and Fernando Martinez, 10.675. Take a look at that replay. Cuts it very nice and tight there at the far end turn over the finish line. A nice save there at the very end, too. He takes the top of the leaderboard. 10.675 is the new time to beat here in JCB Racing. We got Thunder Roars and Colt Stevens now in the second position. Excalibur and Sparkle Smash round out our first half of competitors. Remember, 8 points are on the line here for all of our drivers. The first 8 points of this afternoon here. And, of course, to set the tone and the pace here for the rest of the field of competitors as well. And you see Raminator making his way back here. Had a little bit of a break here during the pit party into JCB Racing. His team out there getting him set and ready to go. And he will be our next competitor up. It will be Mark Hall Raminator. Mark Hall Raminator, part of the Hall Brothers racing team. He's half owner there, racing out of Champaign, Illinois, competing since 1991. Let's see what he can do out on the track.
.857. That's the time for Mark Hall Raminator.
Take a look at the replay up there on the video board, brought to you by the original Super Glue. That nice looking Raminator going up top there across the finish line. And he crosses the finish line with a time of 11.857. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, still the time to beat, 10.675. Colt Stevens and Thunder Roars currently sitting in second right now. Excalibur now in third. Coming up next, making his return back into Monster Jam with the brand new Michigan Ice Monster. It's Matt Pagliarulo bringing back the Michigan Ice Monster back to Monster Jam. A nice looking Monster Jam truck as he lines up here in JCB Racing.
For the Michigan Ice Monster, Matt Pagliarulo. Check out the video board where you'll see his time come up one more time. I believe it was in the 12-second mark. We'll see that time up on the video board here shortly.
Yep, it was a 12.045 KC for the Michigan Ice Monster. And Matt Pagliarulo bringing back this iconic, legendary truck here. You can see where he stands right now, putting in the 6th position here. Michigan Ice Monster and Matt Pagliarulo with a time of 12.045. Our second to last competitor coming up. Let's hear it for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. She comes in with 15 JCB Racing wins under her belt here in the 2025 season. We'll see if she can capitalize, grab a 16th win here this year for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. As those staging lights lit outside, yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means she's staged and ready to go, and we'll be looking for that green light.
Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger takes a little bit of a wide turn and corrects herself. That might have cost her a second, though. 11.574 for Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger. That will now put her in the 4th position here in JCB Racing. We have one driver remaining before we crown our JCB Racing winner, and that is Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. It will be between him and El Toro Loco's Fernando Martinez. Who will be crowned our JCB Racing winner? We are seconds away from finding out. Is it time to go green?
Put those hands together one more time for Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. If you take a look at the video board, guys, I know it looked like he clocked in a time of about 11 seconds. However, he did hit the turn pod. What does that mean for us, Kay?
That means he's got a 5-second penalty. The official time will be 16.698, which means your winner of JCB Racing is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco now grabs his 5th JCB Racing win of the 2025 season. Orlando, let's hear it!
The JCB Racing winner, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Let's head up onto the victory pod. Starting the day off right, starting the trip to Orlando off right. Let's come out here to the middle. Let's get everybody a chance to see you. Let's talk about the track first and foremost, because in practice yesterday there were some issues. We had some rollovers. How were you able to overcome what we saw some drivers doing yesterday to win the racing competition?
Yeah, I just kind of stopped thinking, Scott, and usually when that happens, I do a little bit better. Usually in these small tracks, that's what I'm used to. This is a little bit of tackier dirt. It gives when it needs to, and as long as you read it right, you're doing it all right. So we did it the best, and I just hope we keep this momentum up for the rest of the event.
You get the first 8 points. You are currently ahead on the BKT event leaderboard. The two-wheel skills competition is coming up next. What can these fans expect from you and El Toro Loco?
You know what? I don't even really know the answer to that, Scott, because it's the same thing in racing. I'm just going to throw my brain out the window. And like I said earlier in trackside, I could literally see all of you guys. I could see an El Toro Loco shirt right there. Oh, yeah, I could see all the way up to the top. So you guys better get loud when that El Toro Loco truck comes out on the track, because you'll never know.
Congratulations. Give it up one more time. Your JCB Racing winner, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Congratulations to Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. He will stand on top of the leaderboard as our leader here in the BKT overall event points chase. Right behind him, Cole Stevens and Thunder Roars, followed by Excalibur. Gravedigger currently sitting in 4th. Sparkle Smash, Raminator, Michigan Ice Monster, and Ramdemption round out our 8 competitors. So that's where we stand right now in our BKT chase for the overall event championship. We want to thank all of our sponsors here at Monster Jam. Of course, JCB, our official equipment provider of this, not only this weekend's Monster Jam, but all of our Monster Jams here in the 2025 season. Of course, Morgan & Morgan here as well. Lucas Oil, BKT, the official tire of Monster Jam. And don't forget to join us at Monster Jam World Finals next year, July 4th weekend. We are returning back to Rice-Eccles Stadium here for Monster Jam World Finals. We're going to crown 4 World Finals champions. And of course, you'll see the biggest pit party you've ever witnessed. All of your favorite Monster Jam drivers in one location. That will be July 4th weekend. Stay tuned to monsterjam.com for more information and, of course, tickets.
Well, one of the best parts about Monster Jam is that we're always looking for new and exciting opportunities to get our Monster Jam fans involved with us. I've been hanging out here with Bristol, and this is Bristol's very first Monster Jam, so we want to give her a warm welcome. Can everybody here in the arena say, "Welcome, Bristol"? That's what I'm talking about. Well, Bristol is going to play a game. We're going to throw mini jams up there on the board, and she's going to pick the winner of this next race. Bristol, who do you think is going to win? Gravedigger, El Toro Loco, or Megalodon?
Gravedigger.
She's going to go with Gravedigger. Let's see if she's right. That's a good choice. Oh, who's taking the lead? It's El Toro Loco. Gravedigger went wide. Can he catch up? What do you think, guys? Is he going to cross the finish line first? And he does it! Bristol picked correctly. Well, Bristol, what's been your favorite truck that you've seen here today? Yeah. It's Sparkle Smash. She's going for the ladies team here today. Well, she's going to be taking home the Sparkle Smash Spin Master toy. And this one's actually signed by Jamie Sullivan. That's right. Congratulations, Bristol. Thank you so much for playing here with us. And folks, if you'd like to take home your very own piece of today's Monster Jam up here on the concourse, we've got the merchandise stands. We've got hats, t-shirts, flags. We've got the official Spin Master toys as well. So be sure to check it out. And thank you so much for being here today at Monster Jam.
Congratulations to our future Monster Jam driver, Bristol, there winning our Spin Master diecast. We're going to get ready here for our second competition, and that is Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. This is where our drivers will have two opportunities to throw down their best tricks on just two wheels, and of course, you, the fans, will have your opportunity to score using judgeszone.com. You might see some poppers, wheelies, stoppies, combinations. You never know what you're going to see out on the track. But to take a deeper dive and look into those different tricks, let's take a look at the video board.
This is how you do a stoppie in a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck. It's all about being consistent on the throttle. You can get it up to the ramp, get your front tires parked up there, and as soon as you start going, just gas it real hard, and as soon as you feel those back 18 tires pop off the ramp, lock the brakes, just like that guy right up.
As a Monster Jam driver, one of the coolest tricks you can do is go on Monster Jam track and swing those noses. You go off the pad, check it up on the rear here on the front two tires. And something else we're trying to do for you amazing Monster Jam fans. Throw it in the reverse and go back onto the pad into a wheelie. We call that a combo.
Now, we're excited to get back into the Monster Jam action, but remember, folks, this is your first opportunity to score our drivers. So at the end of every run, head to judgeszone.com, enter that scoring code ORL for Orlando, then slide that BKT tire up or down to the score you think they earned, and press submit. You'll have about 20 seconds to lock in those scores. All right, Orlando, who's ready for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge?
Our first driver up, it's Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. We got the popper attempt here from Ramdemption off the log stack. We've got one more attempt remaining.
hands together one more time for Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. Scoring is open now. You've got about 15 seconds left to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. Ramdemption sets the bar for us, so tell us what you think on those smartphones.
Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption gets a popper on attempt number 1. A big floater gets the nose of that truck down onto the pod. Here's the original super glue, glue to the action replay. Second attempt, vertical sky wheelie, nice bounce on the landing. Big air for Kurt Kramer.
Scores are locked in. Take a look at the video board. You gave him a score of 4.457. Our second driver up, it's Matt Pagliarulo, Michigan Ice Monster. Some big air for the Michigan Ice Monster. Big wheelie for Matt Pagliarulo. One more attempt remaining. Waiting for the signal to get refired here for Matt Pagliarulo and the Michigan Ice Monster. One more attempt left.
Let's hear it for Matt Pagliarulo, Michigan Ice Monster. Lock in those scores. Remember, after every single competitor, you determine what the score is, so tell us what you think, judgeszone.com.
Attempt number 1 gets a sky wheelie from Michigan Ice Monster, then a combination move on attempt number 2. The sky wheelie into slap wheelie. Greases the Vec 2 BKT tires down the ramp on this pod for a successful combination move. We'll see what you score. 2 sky wheelies and a slap wheelie in the Michigan Ice Monster return.
Scores are locked. A 4.812 puts him in the lead here in our skills competition. So Matt Pagliarulo and the Michigan Ice Monster makes the return back into Monster Jam. Getting a nice look there at the Monster Jam truck. The Pagliarulos and Tomfoolery Motorsports, I guess, known for bringing back these iconic trucks here. So we've got Excalibur, of course, the Michigan Ice Monster. He is now on top of the leaderboard as well. We're moving on to our third driver up. It is Markall Raminator. Score to beat is 4.812 here as he gets ready for his 2 attempts. He attempts the reverse popper on the first attempt.
And that is Markall Raminator. The 20-second clock starts now.
Original super glue, glue to the action replay. There's the sky wheelie for Mark Hall and Raminator. That first attempt, though, went for the reverse popper, able to get both of them all the way around the track using both sides of this pod. As Mark Hall, Raminator avoiding the early truck issues, got it fixed. And now 2 competitions in, Raminator looking strong with the reverse popper and a sky wheelie combo.
Scores are locked in here for Raminator. Remember your score to be 4.812 from the Michigan Ice Monster. Your score for Raminator is... You gave him a 3.668. We are moving right along to our next driver up. It is Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, has 8 wins under her belt here in the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Looking to add to that here this afternoon. We'll see what she can come up with. A quadruple combination for Sparkle Smash, the popper into a brief pause for the stoppie, into the nose wheelie, back into the moonwalk. One more attempt for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash.
What a run! That is Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Tell us what you think on your smartphones. Is that enough to take the lead? There she is.
The summer of Sparkle Smash has rolled into Orlando. The quadruple combo move on attempt number 1, the popper stopping nose wheelie moonwalk, and then taking full advantage of the time on the clock with the nose wheelie moonwalk all the way across that pod for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash.
All right, your scores are locked in. Orlando, your score for Sparkle Smash is 8.876. We got a new leader, Sparkle Smash and Jamie Sullivan. One more time, take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay. She makes it look so easy up there on the video board there with the popper. And then, of course, the quadruple combination there on her first attempt. Sparkle Smash and Jamie Sullivan, now your score to beat, 8.876. We are going to get our JCB Dirt Squad out here to take Sparkle Smash out to the back. And, of course, we'll get an update here from our pit reporter, Scott Jordan, in just a little bit. Sparkle Smash needing to get hooked up here. A big shout-out to JCB and our JCB Dirt Squad. JCB, the official equipment provider of not only this weekend's Monster Jam, but all of our Monster Jams across the country and around the world here in the 2025 season. Of course, again, we'll let you know what's going on. We'll touch base with Scott Jordan, our pit reporter, back behind the scenes. We want to give a big shout out and thank you to Renewal by Anderson. And of course, take out your smartphone right now, scan that QR code because you could win a lot of different things there. You look at that. 4 Monster Jam VIP tickets, pit passes, a driver meet and greet, of course, a signed piece of Monster Jam truck, or 4 Monster Jam swag bags with official fan essentials. This is Renewal by Anderson. Of course, if you need new windows, different things like that, sliding glass door, don't forget to check them out. Renewal by Anderson. A big shout out to them and thank you so much for being a proud sponsor of Monster Jam. Don't forget our score to beat is Sparkle Smash 8.876. That is the score to beat here for Sparkle Smash. She currently is our leader here in the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And of course, if you've not started scoring at judgeszone.com, you can pop in anytime using that QR code. Of course, logging on to judgeszone.com, the code ORL. And of course, you, the fans, are the only ones in charge of scoring at judgeszone.com. Of course, we have our expert judge as well, but your scores matter at judgeszone.com. We're going to move on to our next driver up. Let's make some noise right now for that next competitor coming up, Colt Stevens and Thunderoris. We got the popper there for Thunderoris, a little bit of a balancing dance act there. A nice save there by Colt Stevens and Thunderoris. One more attempt remaining here.
Thunderoris. You know the drill, folks. Lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. Remember, that scoring code is ORL for Orlando.
On the original Super Glue, glued to the action replay, Colt Stevens comes off into a stoppie, goes right into a moonwalk up the center ramp, tries to get a combo right here, just ends up with too much dirt in front of him, not the traction you're looking for, but a double combination move for Colt Stevens in Thunderoris.
Scores are locked in. Your score to be 8.876 by Sparkle Smash. And your score for Thunderoris is... You give him a 6.499. Good enough for second. So there you see our 2-Wheel Skills Challenge leaderboard. Sparkle Smash is the score to beat, 8.876, followed by Thunderoris, Michigan Ice Monster, Ramdemption, and Raminator. Our sixth driver up is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. First attempt with the popper, kicks those back BKT tires up. Dances around the top of the pod. One more attempt left for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
See those bullhorns for Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. Just 2 more trucks left to compete after El Toro Loco, so those scores matter more than ever. If you haven't joined in so far, it is not too late. JudgesZone.com.
Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco, made an adjustment on the second attempt, went for a popper. He clipped the pod, which put him a little sideways, a little wonky on the landing. He was able to flip the truck back into a wheelie and continue the run with the second attempt. Great run, great save for Fernando Martinez and El Toro Loco.
All right, score to be 8.876. Sparkle Smash. Your score for El Toro Loco is... You give him an 8.567. Good enough for the second spot. Take a look at the replay one more time. And, of course, those replays matter to you, the fans, at JudgesZone.com. You can use those replays to help you get those scores locked in accurately and fairly. And, of course, a reminder of what you see out on the track. Just in case you blinked, just in case you missed it. Our 7th driver is ready to go. It is Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. A popper attempt for Excalibur. One more attempt remaining. Looks like that back wheel is locked up, maybe lost rear drive. Looks like he was able to correct it, maybe.
Scoring is open for Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur. You know the drill, folks. Tell us what you think. What kind of score does that run earn him? You're the ones to decide.
Vertical sky wheelie there for Mike Pagliarulo. Excalibur comes up over the log stack. Almost a modified slap wheelie combo move, and then going for the big air again. Talking about those tires, Excalibur currently running those Gen 1 tires, which allows Excalibur to sit a little lower to the ground than some of the other trucks. Mike says it gives him a little more power and a little more lower center of gravity.
Scores are in. It is a 3.700 for Excalibur. Your score to beat still is Sparkle Smash and Jamie Sullivan. There is the leaderboard as we only have one more driver remaining before we crown our winner here of the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And this is where you, the fans, play a pivotal role in helping us crown not only our competition winners, but our overall event champion as well. You've been doing a good job. Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash, you have decided is our leader right now coming in to our very last driver. So it will be between this driver and, of course, Sparkle Smash for the win. Don't forget, you're taking all those pictures and videos. Make sure you use the hashtag MonsterJam. Upload them to your favorite social media site. You might see yourself up on the video board. Use the hashtag MonsterJam. Upload them to your favorite social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Our last driver up, let's hear it for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger.
Let's hear it one more time for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Scoring is open. She's our final competitor here in the Skills Challenge. So you have just a few more seconds to tell us what you think and before we crown the winner of this competition.
Right here on the moonwalk, Kristen Anderson just clips that front right on the 8-pack. That's going to put the truck over on the hood off to the right of that pod. So going for the moonwalk, just gets a little sideways going up the ramp, clipping the 8-pack, and that sends the truck over.
Get those scores locked in, judgezone.com. And of course, you're about to crown a winner here in the Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. And she got a 6.167, which means your winner of our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. She has now collected her 9th Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge win here this season. Orlando, let's hear it.
Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, back in your home state. The popularity of the Sparkle Smash fans, of course, here in Orlando, unrivaled. We see all of these T-shirts, all of these die casts. But first, let's talk about the skills competition. You're on a roll so far in that. You were throwing combination move after combination move. Did you have it planned that way, or was that all improvised?
You know, when we come out here, sometimes we don't know what we're going to do, but you know what? I knew I had to put on 2 different skills attempts, you know. You can't do the same thing over and over again, so came out here and just worked with what I had, and it worked out in our advantage, but you know what? All these other drivers, they put on a great competition too, so it makes it even more fun to come out here for all these Orlando fans.
Sparkle Smash currently being worked on right now by your technicians in the pit area. Can you give us an update of what's going on?
Yeah, so actually when I was finished with my attempts, the truck wouldn't fire back up. So they're looking at it right now, trying to assess the damage and what's going on. We've had a couple of issues yesterday in practice as well. So something to do with the starter, not sure, maybe a wiring problem. But we're going to go ahead and see what happens, hopefully get it fired back up to come out for freestyle. But I want to hear you guys. Did you guys have fun watching the 2-wheel skills competition?
Congratulations on a great win. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash.
We want to welcome you to the second half of Monster Jam and our Freestyle motocross riders. They're going to take to the sky here. We're going to go practice 4 ramp tests. Then we're going to get to our best trip competition. Make some noise for your Freestyle motocross riders.
All right, Orlando, just as Kay said, we're going to do a demo session to show you what you get to see here in just a little bit. Our riders are going to get 4 attempts to jump from one side of the arena to the other. And that's going to set up our best trick competition. And then finally, we're going to close it out with some MMX training. If you are ready for freestyle motocross, make some noise! This is Nick Desmond. Some whip action coming up next. Make some noise for Kenny Haskell. Superman off the handlebars, our third competitor. This is Austin Winters. No hands out front. And finally, Penny Bartram. Full on kick whip. That is just round 1. We got 3 more rounds to go. Once again, we come right back to the top of Nick Desmond.
This is on the USFMX. Kenny Haskell for round 2. Coming in hot, makes some noise for Austin Winters. And then finally, once again, Kenny Bartram. Heat on the handlebars, full on clap above the head. Now we're ready for round 3. Orlando, make some noise. Here comes the sky in there. Number 31, here comes Kenny Haskell. Whip off the ramp. And on the silver gold Honda, this is Austin Winters. And then finally the 690 on the Stars and Stripes KTM, Kenny Bartram. Full on laying down on the bike. We're now to a final round here in our USFMX demo. Nick Desmond coming in for round 4. And on the backseat, full kick left. Number 31 again, Kenny Haskell. Austin Winters coming in for the final round of the demo. And then one more time, Kenny Bartram. All right, Orlando, everybody make some noise for the stars of USFMX.
Next up is the best trick competition. Each rider gets one attempt at their best trick while flying across the sky here at the Kia Center. When the video boards turn red, you will have 20 seconds to enter your score at judgeszone.com using the code ORL. You will crown our winner. You're about to see the best of the best. Orlando, who's ready for the best trick competition?
We are going to kick things off with our first rider up, Nick Desmond.
Remember, the louder you are, the higher they are going to soar.
Nick Desmond's going to kick things off here in our best shape competition. When you see that front tire hit that mat, I need everyone here inside the arena to get as loud as you can. Let me hear ya!
No hands, clap in midair. Scoring is open for Nick Desmond. What a way to kick off the best trick competition. Coming in full throttle off the ramp.
Complete extension of the back legs. Nice clap for you off the back end. Take a look at the replay up on the board. Use that code ORL. Get your scores locked in for Nick Desmond.
Your scores are locked in. Your score for Nick Desmond is... Look at that, an 8.353 to kick things off.
Our next competitor on the 31 Honda, let's hear it for Kenny Haskell.
Kenny Haskell's been part of Monster Jam Freestyle motocross for quite some time here. We'll see what he can come up with here in his attempt at an best trick competition. Remember, the score to be 8.353 set by Nick Desmond. He's going to get ready to soar through the sky. He is center. Let's scream for Kenny Haskell!
Scoring is open for Kenny Haskell. Full-on backflip on the 31 blue Yamaha bike here
at Freestyle Motocross. Kenny Haskell getting it done off the ramp, 360 degrees around, and lands it beautifully, comes all the way in. Is it enough to take the lead?
All right, we're about to find out. Score to beat, 8.353 from Nick Desmond. Your score for Kenny Haskell is... You gave him a 9.322. We got a new leader.
Our third competitor on the silver and gold Honda Orlando for Austin Winter.
Austin Winters getting ready for his best trick as he gets lined up on the mat. Let's hear it!
Unbelievable full-on kick up, 90-degree angle as he went flying through the air. That is Austin Winters trying to take the lead here in the best trick competition. Make sure you get your scores in. ORL at judgeszone.com. You scored in the skills challenge. You're going to score in freestyle, and you're going to keep the score going right here as we try to take the lead.
Kenny Haskell with a score to beat, 9.322. Your score for Austin Winters is... You gave him a 7.360.
And our final competitor here in the skills competition, the best trick for USFMX on the 690 Stars and Stripes KTM, Cowboy Kenny Bartram.
He is our final competitor of a best trick competition. Let's give it up for Kenny Barton!
Another complete 360 flip for Kenny Bartram as we try to crown our best trick competition winner. Scoring is open. As soon as you see that red ribbon board, you can go, and the skill's still on up on top of the pod. Is it enough to take the lead? Is it enough to take the win? That is up to you in the Freestyle Motocross Best Trick Competition as we await your score. Some of the best in the business flying high here in Orlando.
All right, Scott, we are about to crown a winner of our Best Trick Competition. The score to beat Kenny Haskell, 9.322. This is the battle of the Kennys right now. Your score for Kenny Barton is... 9.580. Your winner is Kenny Barton.
Kenny Bartram getting it done. Number 690. All right, Orlando, are you ready for more? We're going to do some things here to close it out with freestyle motocross. Once again, the louder you are, the higher they will soar. Make some noise for USFMX. They're going to go back to back to back to back, one after another. Off one comes the lance and another. Here we go with train number one. Whip, whip, whip. And high flying action for USFMX. But I tell you what, they're not done yet. Orlando, are you ready for more? Round two here in our exciting finish in the freestyle motocross. As we continue number trade. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here we go. We got a couple of kickbacks and some no-hand action as well. But I'll tell you what, make some noise for USFMX, the stars of freestyle motocross. They are lining up again, Orlando. I don't think they're done. If you want some more, make some noise! One more train coming your way. Here we go. Some rock solid, some backflips, and that'll do it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, once again, the stars of freestyle motocross. Give it up for USFMX. Nick Desmond, Kenny Haskell, Austin Winters, and Kenny Bartram. We're going to talk to our best trick winner here in just a moment. Kenny Bartram will join me on top of the pod, and we will get his thoughts before we get ready for our final competition of the day, freestyle. Here he is, your best trick winner, once again, Cowboy Kenny Bartram. All right, Kenny, so I got to ask, man, how did you get the nickname Cowboy Kenny?
Oh, man, I grew up in Oklahoma. I listen to country music. I'm from Stillwater, Oklahoma, which is Oklahoma State Cowboys. I ride an orange dirt bike. Just kind of all fit together.
I like that, man. You were flying high. Some tough competition for you today. We're still going to do it all over again. How do you continue to stay motivated to fly from one side of the arena to another?
Man, you guys up here are the ones that motivate us. You're, like you said, these guys are riding unbelievable. Everybody's riding great, so it's tough to come out here and get a win. But when the crowd's cheering, man, that's our motivation. So thank you guys for coming out.
I know you've been riding for a while. If you want to say anything to our young fans out there that want to pick up a motorcycle, get on one, and do what you do, what would you tell them?
Man, the biggest thing is just to have fun. You know, obviously be safe, wear your helmet, all that sort of stuff. But if you're not riding with a smile, you're doing something wrong.
Give it up once again, your best trick winner, Cowboy Kenny Bartram.
We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This is Monster Jam Freestyle! Let's hear it for Mark Hall, Raminator! Scoring is open, just like the skills competition. You are the ones to decide who takes home the 8 points for Monster Jam Freestyle. So head to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores.
The original Super Glue Goo to the action replay. There is Raminator coming from one side of the pod to the other. Gets the nose down, front two wheel stay in the boundary lane, and comes right up here for some big air across the pod.
Scores are locked. Your score for Raminator is a 5.628. So we're kicking things off here in our Monster Jam Freestyle competition. Raminator is your score to beat, 5.268. Our second driver up, it's Matt Pagliarulo, Michigan Ice Monster.
Put those hands together for Matt Pagliarulo, Michigan Ice Monster. You know the drill, folks. That 20-second clock has started. Remember that scoring code is ORL.
Michigan Ice Monster gets the floater, and then right here, some big air slap wheelie combination move. Matt Pagliarulo able to punch it down and get the front two BKT tires up, get that front end of that chassis up to keep a slap wheelie combination going. and then kept going on with the run. Great run from Michigan Ice Monster in its return to Monster Jam.
Scores are locked at 5.268 is the score to beat from Raminator, and your score for the Michigan Ice Monster is 7.121. We got a new leader. Our third driver up, this is Jamie Sullivan. Sparkle Smash!
Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Tell us what you think at judgeszone.com. There she is, show her some love.
No electrical issues at all for Sparkle Smash here after skills as Jamie Sullivan tries to win back-to-back competitions. Great run, filled the clock for you folks, hitting everything in her sight, every jump in front of her, and combination moves as well. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, trying to take the freestyle lead.
Nice moves here for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. The score to beat is the Michigan Ice Monster at 7.121, and your score for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash is... We got a new leader, 7.557 for Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash. Our freestyle competition leaderboard is up on the video board right now, so Sparkle Smash is the score to beat, 7.557. Right behind her, though, is Matt Pagliarulo and the Michigan Ice Monster with a 7.121. Raminator's Mark Hall is currently in third with a 5.628.
We've got Chris, Olivia, and Claire in the house. And Chris, what have you thought of the Monster Jam action so far?
It's amazing.
It is amazing. It's a lot of fun. I hear you're a pretty good singer.
She's better.
Okay. Well, we'll make it a little family game here, okay? We're going to sing Let It Go, and we're going to see if you guys can finish the lyrics. Does anybody in the house know the song Let It Go? I thought so. We'll see if you guys can help them out as well. So we're going to crank that music, and we're going to see if they can finish the lyric. Here we go. They definitely finished the lyric on that one. Alrighty, so Thank you guys so much for playing. You guys are rock stars. And for playing with us, you're going to be taking home 4 tickets to Disney on Ice. Jump in, coming right back here August 29th at 7:30 p.m. Congratulations, guys. Thank you so much. And if you want to join these guys and you want to come on back to Disney on Ice, it's an awesome way to make family memories, to have so much more fun right here at the Kia Center. So be sure to get your tickets at DisneyOnIce.com.
Day Monster, it's again.
He looks to the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And lands it! Can he save it? No!
The time has come. Tell us what you think about Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. The clock is counting down. Lock in those scores. What a fantastic run.
Take a look at the super glue. Glued to the action replay. He goes for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. I thought he had landed it, but just takes a little weird twist there. Wasn't able to save it, but nonetheless, what a great run here for Fernando Martinez. El Toro Loco takes a stab there at the Morgan & Morgan backflip. The scores are locked. Your score to beat Sparkle Smash, 7.557. Your score for El Toro Loco is... We got a new leader, 8.994, Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco. So we got a new leader, and that is El Toro Loco is on top of the freestyle leaderboard, 8.994. Sparkle Smash now moves down to second. Michigan Ice Monster in third, and Raminator is fourth.
Fans, I'm down here with Excalibur driver Mike Pagliarulo. I updated you at halftime and said it looked like he was going to be able to get it to go, but your truck's in pieces in the back here. Give us an update.
Yeah, you know, we had a third blowout. We came in the back, thought it was 2 axles broken, took everything apart, fixed it, put it back together, and found out the third member was broken and didn't have enough time. They were finishing up MX and starting freestyle. So we're sorry, guys. We knew we wanted to come out here and support 40 years of Excalibur, no guts, no glory, but come later on tonight, and you ain't gonna want to miss it.
So because you're not able to compete, does that give you a little extra oomph to come out tonight for maybe some of the fans coming back to take the freestyle win?
Oh, definitely. You know, we can stay up till 2 in the morning because we're just 30 minutes away because this is our hometown show. So you guys come out later on tonight, you ain't gonna want to miss Excalibur throwing down here in Orlando.
Give it up for Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur.
Take a look at the video board. If you would like a career in Monster Jam, maybe take over my job, maybe KCG's or Scott Jordan's, or maybe you want to take over Fernando Martinez's job. I don't think he's going to give it up, though. He is probably stuck in that truck for quite some time. But hey, if you'd like to be maybe a JCB Dirt Squad driver, or maybe you'd like to work as a USHRI safety tech, we have a lot of jobs available here, and you could start your career here at Monster Jam by scanning the QR code. You can also visit feldentertainment.com/careers. We would love to have you part of the Monster Jam family working here at Monster Jam. Scan that QR code and see what's available here now at Feld Entertainment and Monster Jam. Once again, a big shout out to our JCB Dirt Squad, and of course Briggs JCB, the official equipment provider of this weekend's Monster Jam here in Orlando. But JCB, the official equipment provider of all of our Monster Jams throughout our country here this weekend. Of course, we've got 3 exciting weekends full of Monster Jams. Sunrise, Florida is happening currently. You can log on to youtube.com/monsterjam and check out Sunrise and what they're doing right now. You can also log on and check out Freestyle Mania happening in Las Vegas, Nevada right now. It should be happening fairly soon here. Las Vegas Freestyle Mania. That is where a freestyle motocross rider and a Monster Jam driver team up and try to get points to get an overall event championship. We're going to continue on with our next driver up, Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. Clock is ticking down here for Ramdemption. With 2 seconds left here, looks like we're waiting to see what's going on here with Kurt Kramer and Ramdemption. Only 2 seconds left there on the clock.
Let's show him some love. Put those hands together one more time for Kurt Kramer, Ramdemption. Maybe dealing with some technical issues there right at the very end, but nonetheless, he did have a run in freestyle, and so we do need to lock those scores in on your smartphones.
Ramdemption stopped with 7 seconds left, able to still come back and fill the clock. Little loss of momentum. Never hurt Kurt Kramer here. Big time jump there, goes a little bit on the side with some cross-riding side slap action as Ramdemption in freestyle.
Scores are locked. Your score to beat El Toro Loco, 8.994. Your score for Ramdemption, 5.541. Coming up, we got Colt Stevens, Thunderoris.
let's hear it for Colt Stevens, Thunderoris. Just one more truck after this one, so those scores matter more than ever as you help us determine who's taking home the freestyle win and those 8 points towards the overall event victory.
The 2023 World Finals Freestyle champion getting it done here on the arena floor of the Kia Center as he gets out of the truck, continued his momentum, continued to shift into high gear, and run that Thunderoris truck all the way through. Great run for your 2023 World Finals Freestyle champion, Colt Stevens, Thunderoris.
We're awaiting the official scores here from you, the fans, at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score to beat El Toro Loco, 8.994. Your score for Thunderoris, 7.774. On the count of 3, I need you to scream Gravedigger. 1, 2, 3. Gravedigger! 5 seconds left! Make some noise for Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger! Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger.
Kristen Anderson closing out the competition on a high. Coming in hot with old Gravedigger 43. As Kristen has had an interesting night competing for the overall event championship. We're about to crown our winner, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. Orlando is Gravedigger country, and you let her hear it right now.
Time to see what you thought about that run. She had two great saves, some big air. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat El Toro Loco, 8.994. Your score for Gravedigger is 9.095! Your winner of freestyle, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger. We are going to add those 8 points to her total and see who our BKT overall event champion is. With 8 in JCB Racing, 7 in skills, and 7 in freestyle for a total of 22 points. Orlando, your BKT overall event champion is Fernando Martinez, El Toro Loco.
Fernando Martinez starting the day with the JCB Racing win, ending the day with the overall event championship, event number 1 in Orlando. Quite an impression you've made for all these Orlando fans. You got a great crew with you. You kept it together, most consistent driver. Orlando's been good to you so far, man.
Yeah, and with it being my first time here, you guys have shown me so much love. I can hear y'all in the background. I can hear you guys in the truck. That was an awesome freestyle by Kristen Anderson. She absolutely killed it. So I'm glad you guys got a great event. But none of this would be possible without these two guys right here. And how about this? We got a trainee for the weekend. We got Levi, his very first time being my crew chief. And we got a trophy, man. So here you go. You can talk to all your people if you want.
All right, yeah, come on over here. It's your first event, so talk to us because what a way to break you in as part of this event championship crew.
It's
been awesome so far this weekend. Heck of a driver, Fernando Martinez. Couldn't ask for a better person to drive for me.
Levi, Daniel, Fernando, your overall event champion, Team El Toro Loco, Fernando Martinez. Now we are also going to talk to our freestyle winner, Gravedigger's Kristen Anderson. Kristen, we got to talk to the people. Freestyle winner representing Team Gravedigger. Gravedigger Country representing for you. You had an epic crash over here. You come back and finish up with the truck on all 4 BKT tires. Talk about that recovery.
Well, you know, Scott, I'm out here and I'm representing my family. I'm representing Gravedigger, and I'm representing all the ladies in the stands tonight, most importantly. So I knew I had to come back strong. I knew I had to brush it off and come out here and do my Gravedigger thing, man. We're in Florida. We're in Orlando, Florida. My dad used to rock the house here in Orlando, Florida when it was the Citrus Bowl back in the 80s, 90s, early 2000s when all of y'all were kids. So I knew I had to bring it. And we love you guys so much. Thank you for loving that truck, loving my family, and loving Monster Jam for the past almost 45 years, man. We love you.
Your BKT freestyle winner, Kristen Anderson, Gravedigger, Casey, back to you.
Thank you so much, Scott. Of course, a big congratulations to our freestyle winner, Kristen Anderson and Gravedigger, and of course, our overall event champion, El Toro Loco's Fernando Martinez. Casey, welcome back to the stands, right? I mean, like, did you have a good time?
I had an awesome time. What a welcome back. These fans were wild. We always say that the Monster Jam fans are the best fans in the world, and that is a fact. They're up there cheering. I got so many hugs. I went to high-five Mario, and he face-palmed my hand. It was awesome. I absolutely loved it.
Listen, Mario is amazing. Mario, if you're still in the building, you've got Casey's job for sure. My job maybe even as well. So, you know what, though? It's been a fantastic afternoon of Monster Jam action. We're going to do it again here later on tonight. You still have time to head up to the concourse, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. On behalf of Casey G and Scott Jordan, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun, and we hope to see you tonight at our next Monster Jam.